Before another one of your trades fail on Uniswap, you have to watch this video. There's 4 reasons why. And before I get into it, I do want to thank one of our CT Club members for suggesting this as a video. This is something I think will help a lot of you out there and answer a lot of questions as to why your trades are failing on Uniswap, especially if you want to avoid paying transaction fees for nothing. This video is for you. If you want to check out the CT Club, and a lot of our members want to know how to use Uniswap because we're getting into a lot of microcap coins this past couple weeks that have been performing very well. And if you want to take profits or trade it for anything else, this is going to be a great video for you as well. A link for the CT Club is down below in the video description if you haven't checked it out yet. So the first reason why your trade might have failed on Uniswap is because there is actually a transaction deadline. There is a 30-minute window for your transaction to take place. And Uniswap does this because in case the price is super volatile, if by the time you set your trade and let's say your transaction fees, you try to set it as low as possible, and the network that you're using has a lot of other competition for transactions to be confirmed, and your trade is just the lowest on the totem pole, it very well might expire at 30 minutes and your trade will have failed. What you can do, you can roll the dice, try it again, but keep in mind you are wasting your transaction fees at this point. But what you can do is, again, try again, maybe set a higher transaction fee limit so that you can get your trade confirmed within that 30-minute window that Uniswap has. The second reason, and probably a more common reason why trades fail, especially if you're getting into microcap coins like the ones we've been calling lately in the CT Club, are for slippage limits. Basically, if you have set your slippage to a very low percentage, then let's say you're trying to get into a coin that doesn't have a lot of trading volume, and the amount that your trade is worth is enough to swing the price pretty drastically in one way or another, and your slippage percentage won't allow for that trade to go through. That's why your trade will fail. So slippage basically means it's the difference between what your expected output of coins will be for that trade versus what you will really get from the outcome of your trade. So let's say you have a 5% slippage limit that you've set. That means that you're okay with getting 5% less coins at the end of that trade. And also keep in mind, if you're trying to buy a microcap coin and the slippage has to be at like 25%, consider that as a little bit of a warning of the lack of liquidity on that token in particular, and maybe you're going to have to reduce the size of your trade to make your slippage a little more friendly. You can adjust your slippage limit on the transaction settings on Uniswap. A very common reason why trades fail on any decentralized exchange, and it's my #1 question I ask people when they say that they're having trouble getting a trade to go through, is they have insufficient funds. Not necessarily of the coins that you want to trade exactly, but the native coin of the network that you want to use to make the trade. So on Uniswap, again, that's today's example. Uniswap works with Ethereum, with Matic, with Optimism, a lot of different layer 2 blockchains. But let's say you're going to use Polygon for lower transaction fees. If you want to trade on the Polygon network, you're going to have Matic in your balance of that wallet that you've connected to pay for the transaction fees, not Ethereum. Even though Polygon is a layer 2 for Ethereum, the actual network that you're directly interacting with is Polygon, so you're going to need Matic, which is the native token of that. This last one could be for those of you who might be trying to buy a scam coin. Maybe not all of them are scams, but they certainly all tend to fall in this category, and that's the fact that Uniswap does not trade with deflationary tokens. Think of any token where whenever there is a transaction, whenever there is coins being sent from point A to point B or being traded with, there is a certain amount of the token supply is burned. So there's a lot of them. Safe Moon was one of them. A lot of these have moon in the name, and that's kind of a giveaway that it's a short-term trade if you're going to be buying it. Anyway, there's a list of all of these coins. There's over 40 of them that Uniswap does not list, and so if you're trying to trade with these, they're not going to go through. I'm going to provide a link for this down below in the video description so you can make sure that the coins that you want to trade are actually available on Uniswap. That's going to wrap it up. up. Thank you for watching. Hit like and subscribe. I certainly appreciate it. See you tomorrow.